It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. But I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season where he quieted a lot of his doubters in a most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the number 2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it, he's not even close to reaching the ceiling.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Stroud. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks at tables end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Inside handoff, Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Stroud now to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, Fields throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw is Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Stroud. He's got Allen. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the slant, here's Collins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Allen, the man in motion left. Stroud off the play fake. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now Stroud. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Stroud working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Out of the gun, Fields. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They'll come up 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing now is Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stroud to the right side and caught by Dell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Again, it's Stroud. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Caught by Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Back to throw. Stroud whipping one into Allen. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Henry again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or...
And this time he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. New York's offense back out there and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones. Not have the balls get through goalposts.
Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Fields. Now they go screen, it's complete. Only a yard there, snipped out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one behind his receiver, and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. As Stroud now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't command.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Play fake. Brissett. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Brissett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Into space at the 45, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Jones. Got it to Bell on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Jones. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Gray is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start. Offense.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that level, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Muscles by at the 25. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking high its way once again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Giants.
On the ground, it's Gray. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Read option, this is Gray. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Brissett now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing. Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he is going to have the Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
In motion is Dortch. Play action now. Brissett. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll run it now with Gray. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Got his man. It's Dortch. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Brissett sets to throw it. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that a mood issue as they try to finish this one off. 3rd down. Here's a run by Moss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Right back to Moss. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. A give running right Moss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Jones. To the sideline and incomplete. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. And that one too wide. And incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Jones. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.